Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? Welcome back. And it's already hating in the chat. We all good, though. How's everybody's weekend going? And it's already having a bad weekend, it seems. He already hating in the chat. But what's up, everybody? He probably out of here by now. But Ennis, we welcome everybody, even if you are a hater. But hey, welcome, everybody. Atlanta's taking on Indiana Pacers. So let's see if Indiana can give us another dub. Atlanta's coming in as the favorite tonight. We do got Jalen back. We do got Ricochet back, man. Let us make some noise for Ricochet coming back. So Jalen back, Ricochet's back. Ricochet switched places with Vite Krejci. Um, so Vite sprained his ankle. So we're missing on Yucca still. So it'll be an interesting matchup for Atlanta. Obviously, Indiana's not at full strength, but they're just missing Obi Toppin and Tyrese Halliburton tonight. So they're somewhat at full strength, still not, the strongest matchup. But we'll see if Atlanta can handle business tonight. As Jalen Johnson comes in leading all three categories for Atlanta, points, rebounds, and assists. So excellent stuff from Jalen this year. Definitely, everybody says his All Star year. I'm cool. Like if he gets voted in All Star, if he gets snubbed All Star weekend, I'm cool on it. I don't know if I'm gonna be watching All Star. How about y'all? Y'all gonna be watching All Star weekend? Y'all gonna be tapped in? I don't know how tapped in I'll be. Obviously, if Jalen plays, I'll probably watch. But just the format, I'm not bought into the All Star format this year. Um, I don't know what it is, but just give me the East versus West, dog. Just give us the classic All Star game, and we'll be all right. But hopefully, Jalen can get that nod. I'm not really concerned, but I'm hopeful Jalen can get that All NBA nod at the end of the year. But we can focus on that when it gets here. So All Star is the one that's coming up. So hopefully he will be named All Star Reserve tomorrow. I believe they're announced at 6 o'clock Eastern time. So we'll be tuned in for that. I'm sure. Honestly, if he gets snubbed, I'm not even gonna be mad. He'll get a break, and we'll miss that horrid All Star um, layout. So the starters for tonight for our Hawks, Dyson, Nikhil, Ricochet is back, and Jalen Johnson and Moge is in there at the five. So Moge and Christian Coloco are gonna probably be interchanged here and there. Moge might get the bulk of the start minutes, but it really don't matter who starts. It's really who gets the most of the minutes. So game is about to tip off. So last time it was a little more competitive. It was 116-132. Atlanta pulled away. So let's see if they have the same result. Ricochet is back, man. Ooh, Ricochet back. So hopefully he can find a rhythm. I'm assuming he's gonna be put on a minutes restriction, but we'll see because he got some time before he really did come back. What in the world? Something in my pocket. Oops, excuse me. All right, so Atlanta's doing well on the road, as the legend Bob Rathbun has mentioned. Um, See if they can continue this somewhat good performance on the road. As Dyson back cuts, good job at getting to the rim, gets that first one to go. So Dyson gets the breaks the scoring for both teams, gets the first one to go for Atlanta. As Jalen gets the deflection, Ricochet stepping up, deflecting that. Oof, making a great impact as Nikhil gets a deflection there. So Dyson's gonna be guarding Pascal. Ricochet is out of his shoe. So it's definitely gonna be a positive to have Ricochet back. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all. Definitely expect Ricochet to have a somewhat decent game. So Atlanta, like I said, comes in 2-0 against the Pacers. Um, First matchup wasn't really competitive at all. They didn't have Naismith or Nemhard. Last one was a little better, but hopefully Atlanta can pull away and separate themselves. Nikhil quick to it, and he attacks and gets two for Atlanta. It's 42 here early on. So Furphy tries to attack Dyson. He gets nowhere with it, and that's going to be a kickball on Jalen. It's going to be side out Indiana. But Atlanta playing pretty good defense there, getting in the passing lanes pretty well as Indiana inbounds it here. As Moge is holding it down at the center position, he's giving I think that's Jarris Walker out there. So Nimhard hits that three. That was something that was kind of plaguing the Pacers. They weren't really shooting too well. As Jalen's first bucket goes, he puts it up and in. Atlanta playing with pace. That is something that the last game they couldn't really do to a for consistent amounts of time. They they were obviously shorthanded when they played the Rockets, but hopefully they can they're a little more um I guess inclined to play more of their style now that Zach and Jalen are back. Obviously having or missing Onyeka is definitely a negative, but we'll see how that affects Atlanta here, as this is their second game without Onyeka. They didn't have Jalen against the Rockets, so obviously, it was a lot more competitive than I honestly thought it would be in that first half at least. Second half, they Rockets ran away with it really. Atlanta fought though; they were just tired. Both teams were tired. Um, One team just had KD, the other didn't. As Ricochet, ooh, that was good defense. They get that one to go as Nimhard. Excuse me, as Nimhard gets that his second bucket to go. As Jalen's operating against Furphy, getting to his spot, turn around, bucket. Jalen feeling it early on. He did a good job. Did a good job there at getting to his spot and kind of recognizing he had Johnny Furphy on him. So that foul was offensive. Indiana. I don't know who committed it, but like I said, Atlanta doing well, feeling it. They are 5 of 6 from the field. And like I said, the pace is definitely favoring Atlanta as Jalen Johnson's lob finds Mo. He had a reposition though, and he gets it to go. So 12-9 as Atlanta is out, and they are out and running. As Nimhard loses his dribble but gathers it and gets the bucket. So he has what 9? Excuse me. Jalen finds the cutting Dyson. Dyson puts it up. Cannot get that one to go, but Atlanta's on defense. Kick out to Furphy. Furphy drives. Atlanta does a good job at cutting off that break. Ricochet against Nimhard. See if he can kind of cut off his hot start. As Dyson got spun past by, he got hit with his own move. As Pascal spins right by Dyson. So Dyson's gonna have that assignment all night with Pascal. There we go. Jalen gets the foul. Cannot get the bucket, but he'll be going to the line for two. Like I said, Pascal was really the only pacer to have a good game last game. Kind of, kind of petered out, but Dyson had an insane poster. I believe he had 22, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so we'll see. Rick Carlisle wearing a T-shirt out there. That's crazy. He is just wearing a T-shirt. Furphy can't get that one to go. Jalen is off to a good start. Knocks down both those free throws. He has 8 points. As Nikhil finds Mo. He had Mo and Dyson out there in the corner, so Atlanta gets a bucket either way. 16-13. Indiana attacking. Mo Gay straight up. As Nimhard just gathers his own miss. Finds Pascal on the wing. Pascal swings it to Jairus Walker on the corner. That's Nikhil playing great defense, but Jairus Walker just gets it right up over him. This is good defense, though. Can't really be mad at it. This is a 1 point game here, 16-15, 7:40 to go in the first. Jalen gets Furphy in the air. Probably could have attacked differently, but it's a bucket either way. So Jalen feeling it and attacking that mismatch early. He had a high success as Ricochet deflects that pass and gets that breakaway dunk with no problem. So greatly missed as Ricochet gets the steal and the bucket. Let's go, Ricochet. Yo, Dyson Noble Mobley, what's good? You checking in at a great time as Zach gets the steal and he goes right up and he gets the bucket. As Ricochet's back, man. Ricochet is back. We are one step closer to being fully healthy. And that's Atlanta's dream right there. If Atlanta can get healthy, I think they can be a really competitive team out here. So Atlanta overall has missed 2 field goals. They've missed 2 shots. Great start. Great start. 2 points from Zach, Nikhil, and Dyson to start it off. And Jalen has 10 already, 4 or 5 from the field. I was too slow to read that Hawks PR tweet, but cannot complain, man. Cannot complain. Hawks up 5 here early on, 20-15. What can I ask for? Ricochet's back. That's really the biggest impact. Like defense has been really, really on point. Indiana has just been making shots. If they were missing 2, 3 more shots than they were making, I think it would be a lot more in Atlanta's favor. Atlanta's getting to play their style, which is fast. They like to get out on the break, whether it's missed shots, steals, blocks. Atlanta likes to play with pace. Last game against Houston, Houston is the complete opposite. They are one of the slower teams in the NBA. They like to play more methodical and more, within a controlled environment. Whereas Atlanta likes to cause havoc. They like to turn defense into offense. And Houston kind of, like I said, likes to play the opposite of that. So Houston got to play more of their games since they had more of their rotation players. They were only missing like Tari Eason and Dorian Finney-Smith and maybe like Steven Adams and Fred VanVleet. So they were banged up, but Atlanta's were banged up too. I would say a little more so. Atlanta's long-term future. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see how the rest of this year goes. We're gonna have to take it year by year. It's not necessarily like a lock, kind of that you had with when Trey was on the team. So we'll see. We'll see how Atlanta's future. We'll see how it goes. But if Jalen continues to, obviously health is a big factor. But if Jalen continues to stay on this pace, yeah, Atlanta's straight, bro. So it really just depends on Jalen's career development. Obviously, I think Zach can be an important part of Atlanta's future, as Atlanta has some subs here. It's Corey Kispert and CJ in the game as Nikhil is kind of operating at the three as Jalen Moe, CJ Corey as Matherin gets that. But yeah, like I was saying, I think Atlanta's future is all right. The guys that they have, especially like Dyson too, they just have so many young guys with obviously questions, but they're more so of a positive as CJ gets that line drive floated to go. But yeah, I'm definitely more inclined to lean that it's gonna turn out positively because they're the right archetype of players. Jalen 6'9", point forward type player fits perfectly in the league. Dyson 6'7" guard fits perfectly in today's game. Um, two way for sure. He's still kind of establishing his offensive game as Corey Kispert knocks down the triple off that behind the back Jalen handoff. Um, so if Atlanta can fill the holes correctly throughout the years, I think they'll have success. But like when I say that, I mean like players like Corey Kispert, CJ McCollum, they'll just have to continue to bring in guys that elevate the low points. So um, if the front office can buy into these guys, I think they'll have success. And Jalen's turnaround is a little short, so it's a 3-point game, 25-22. So Hawks defense isn't quite the same now. As the starting five is kind of subbed in and out. But yeah, Atlanta, they definitely have a bright future. Nikhil's leap, you could definitely have to notice that. I think that can be sustainable. So we'll have to see about that as well. It's Nikhil, let's go. Footwork. It's 27-22 as Rick Carlisle is irate. So it's 27-22. So Nimhard knocks down the triple, makes him forget about the missed call. So it's a 2-point game now. 4 minutes to go for a little 4:45 to be exact. So a little pick and roll here for Nikhil. Now CJ operating. Yeah, that man just had a snatch block on CJ McCollum. That's crazy work. Nimhard just didn't have enough legs on that one, but Indiana saves it, but Atlanta comes away with it. Moge almost wasn't ready for that pass. Jalen finds him, and Moge puts it up, gets fouled though. So yeah, if Atlanta, um, if they can buy into this team correctly, just continue to let Jalen flourish. Don't give up on Ricochet, even though a majority of the fans, some of the fans, even in the fan base, would want to give up on Ricochet, but still, I have faith in Ricochet. Dyson's growth and Nikhil as well. So I think the future looks bright. I think it looks bright for Atlanta. There's no reason to panic. We got a number what top five pick coming in next year. Uh, we have another first round pick next year too. So we'll see what Ansi Soleil has to do with that. We got expiring contracts with this off season. So as I said, you just want to see how Atlanta buys into this team, and hopefully Atlanta can get some luck too with guys like Moge. Um, V Krejci, I think he might have hit his ceiling. I don't know, but Moge, hopefully he can turn it around on offense and kind of shape up. Also do have Asa Newell. He is like 19, 20 years old, rookie. So Atlanta's future is young, but if they can get serious and really get confident about their game, then I think they can be taken for real here in the next couple of years. As much as I wanted some championship aspirations, as they got Farnsworth Bentley over there on the Indiana Pacers bench, it's Tyrese Halliburton. That's what I call him. Dyson spinning, cannot get that to go, but he collects his own miss. Finds Jalen. Feel like he got pushed, but Atlanta can't come up with that. And Jalen staying active. Atlanta is killing it on the boards as Mo Gay finally gets a call. That was at least 3 to 4 offensive rebounds as they working. Great stuff. So Mo Gay comes away with that, going to the line. So hopefully he can knock these at least 1 or 2 down. But as I was yapping, like I said, I hope Atlanta gets some luck with finding a gem in the rough like Mo Gay. Um, I still have faith in Nikola Juricic. He's not even starting in the G League, but still, hear me out. I think he has promise. So I've seen the G League develop. Jalen is helping Asa Newell. So I'm positive, yet that skepticism is still like creeping in. It's just PTSD from being an Atlanta fan. So hopefully the front office doesn't do anything spontaneous, try to make any win now moves. CJ trying to get to a spot, can't get that one to go. So out there for Atlanta is Dyson, CJ, Mo, Corey Kispert, and Zach. Yeah, it's great to have Zach back. I can't even lie to you. No more, no more all 3 guard lineups. Zach can finally break that curse, even though they have 3 guards out there right now. Corey Kispert and one. Let's go. CK24. Timeout is on the way. Let's go. Corey Kispert attacking J Huff. And J Huff just biting on the fake. Fouling Corey Kispert. Let's go. Corey Kispert's been a nice addition. Am I getting sick again? Goddamn. Corey Kispert has been a nice addition for Atlanta, though. Him and CJ. CJ's kind of still been iffy, though. I can't lie to you. It's been. I understand CJ's a good player. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that, but sometimes I think CJ's offense doesn't quite fit Atlanta's scheme. But in my opinion, I think he could fit the team, kind of buy into the system, just kind of find the balance of kind of when he has to put in shots. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Appreciate you hitting the chat. I don't even want to butcher your name, so I'm just gonna say oh 06. What's happening? I don't even want to butcher your shit. My fault. But appreciate you tapping in the chat over on YouTube. Still waiting on Ennis to tap back in. He was live on X or Twitter. Somebody go find Ennis. Says so bad live. I don't believe it. But welcome everybody. Welcome. Hopefully your weekend is going well. You staying warm. If it's snowing where you at, it wasn't really snowing where we were, or it didn't stick. I should say, which is unfortunate. I kind of miss the snow. We definitely don't get much of that down here, but winter ain't acting right nowhere supposedly. So, but this game is going somewhat how I expected. 33-28. Atlanta's kind of holding on to a pretty, I wouldn't even say dominant, but good lead. Jalen, he is having a somewhat dominant game. He has 10 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, and that's leading all categories for the Hawks. In other news, Reese Shay's back. He hasn't had the biggest scoring output, but he's just back. His defense it was underrated. I don't think a lot of fans, including myself, really appreciated what Ricochet brought to Atlanta and the different look that he gave the Hawks. He's if anybody tell me he's shorter than 6'9", I'm gonna laugh in their face. He about 6'10", bro. I promise you, he's 6'9" and a half, 6'10". So it's definitely a plus to have Ricochet back out there. Um, I'm interested to see how Ricochet, if Quinn runs those lineups, if Ricochet and Koloko will play. I think that defense will be kind of insane. So that is exactly who is out there right now. Is CJ, Corey Kispert, and that foul was offensive, Pascal. So, like I said, that's the exact lineup that is out there at the moment for Atlanta. As it is CJ, Corey, Zach, or I guess let me rephrase that: Dyson, CJ, Corey, Zach, Koloko. So CJ gave it right back. Dyson sometimes has slow starts. He hasn't had too many opportunities. He's 1 of 4 right now, so he hasn't been looking to score as much as he's been looking to facilitate. So CJ gave it right back to Indiana. So it's 34-28, 2 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Damn. So it's a goaltend, no foul. Dyson spins. As we speak, Dyson over Mobley. He gets the bucket. Dyson now 2 of 5 from the field, 4 points as he got the spin move to go. That's his patent spin move. Atlanta's now 14 of 24 from the field. CJ's guarding Pascal. Swing for Indiana. Jay Huff buries the corner triple. So 33-36, 3-point lead for the Hawks. Dyson brings it up for the Hawks. Tries to find somebody. Ricochet attacking aggressively. Rises up, gets it blocked as Pascal brings it up for Indiana. Koloko playing defense, and Dyson strips Pascal like easy work. As Corey Kispert 4-3. Dyson gets a steal and converts it right into offense and finds Corey Kispert on the wing for 3. Corey Kispert feeling it. He's definitely falling into a rhythm here. It's great to see. I'm not quite sure what his past couple games have been, but Pascal smokes the layup. Hawks defense in full effect as CJ pulls for 3. That's no good. Like I said, there's 4 Indiana Pacers down there, and Dyson was the only one for Atlanta down there. So I don't think CJ quite understands. I mean, man, it's like, what are we doing, bro? I get that you are a great shooter, but sometimes you kill the offense with the shot selection. You definitely got to be better about that. You got to understand too. He is not on a heater either. I will say he's not on a heater. So as Indiana gets that bucket, it's 35-39. Atlanta's holding on to a 4-point lead, and like I said right here, CJ just holding on to it. It's too long. Finds Corey Kispert at the last second, but it just isn't like as fluid as you would like it to be with CJ McCollum. Like I said, I think CJ is a great player. He just might need to spot up a little bit more and not necessarily try to ISO his buckets, get his buckets in the flow of the offense, and not as much as let the offense kind of flow around CJ. So CJ's 104. So end of the first quarter, kind of good start for Atlanta. 39-35. It's gonna be a high scoring game. These two teams never play defense when they play each other. It seems like so. Um, we'll see if Atlanta can crank the defense up. They are playing well on defense. I will say that. Indiana is just hitting a good amount of shots. They're 45% from 3, 59% on the field. But Atlanta's caused 6 turnovers here early on. So, like I said, Atlanta playing good defense. Indiana's just hitting the shots that they're shooting. So, first quarter break, Give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab a water real quick. Give me 1 second, y'all. All right, we back. So overall, good first. I can't even talk. Overall, good first quarter for Atlanta. Um, they lead 39-35. Um, really, all the team stats are kind of leaning Atlanta's way at the moment. They've caused 6 turnovers compared to their one. Shooting 100% from the free throw line, as both teams are. 50 from three and 54 from the field. So we'll see if Atlanta can continue that good percentage shooting wise in the second quarter as Matherin draws a foul. So Koloko picks up the foul for Atlanta. So CJ and Luke Kennard are out there right now. I guess Nikhil and Dyson are kind of going to be interchanged. So Atlanta at least has one point of attack defender out there. There you go. So CJ gets a bucket off the Dyson assist. Koloko guards the J Huff three, and that is off. And CJ gathers the board, finds Dyson. Dyson attacks, spins on Pascal, gets him with the same move, bro. Patent spin move, bro. It's good for Dyson. 43-37. Dyson has 3 of 6. Dyson over Mobley. We don't gotta sweat. Why Dyson only got one bucket? He got two more. So Dyson got 6 with a steal or maybe two. CJ playing good defense. Zach uh, tapping that rebound out, and that winds up in Koloko's hand. Kennard off the screen finds Koloko. Koloko finds Kennard. Kennard gets in the paint, puts up the midi, and that's a bucket. Gets it right over Pascal for two. And Luke Kennard is feeling it as it's 45-37. Atlanta's coming out in the second quarter very strong on the offensive end. Defense has been looking all right. It's 37-45. Atlanta has scored 6 points here in the second quarter. So it's just starting, just pretty early. But Atlanta looking good. I can't lie. They're not necessarily relying on the three ball, which is great to see. They've only shot 4. They're 2 of 4 from three. Meanwhile, they're what 16 of 26? No, 27. Excuse me. We. Hey man, he might just be the greatest unknown that you never heard of. Corey Kispert, 9 points in 7 minutes. So he's been great for Atlanta. He's been shooting lights out. It took him a while to kind of get comfortable, but I think it's about time to say Corey Kispert is feeling comfortable. So it's great stuff for Corey tonight. CJ too. He is definitely finding his rhythm. He's looking a lot more comfortable as well. So it's great to see that as CJ and Corey are the most recent additions Atlanta has added. Excuse me, never mind. They're two of the most recent, as Koloko is the most recent. But like I said, you get my point. You get what I'm trying to say. Y'all feel me. So Atlanta's up by 8 points here, 45 to 37. Pascal only 2 points, one of two. Dyson doing his job and doing it well. He has 3 assists. I mean, 1 rebound. He's been fighting for rebounds. Him and Moge had a sequence where they had at least 2, 3. He was responsible for at least one or two of them rebounds. Those offensive rebounds. CJ 2 of 5. Like I said, you just want to see CJ get his buckets within the offense, within the flow of the offense. You don't want to see him force too much. We understand the level of scorer he is and can be, but just don't think this team needs him to be that. I think they need him to be the sniper. Don't know really. He's obviously played like the number two metaphorically on the team, next to Dame Lillard. So he knows how to play his role, but definitely it's a different role than any of the roles he's played in previously. So hopefully CJ can kind of balance, you know, contributing and letting the guys around him develop, because that's really the most important part. You really want Jalen, Dyson, um, you want Zach to develop. You want all the young guys to kind of have those opportunities, those, whether it's late game, mid game, as CJ cannot corral that pass. As TJ McConnell gets it to go off a steal as Dyson turns it over. A rare turnover for Atlanta, it seems like this game. CJ finds a wide open Zach for three. Zach back. That's what I'm talking about. It's 47 to 39. As Zach knocks down his first triple, he's 1 of 1. Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to incorporate my MPC or something for a soundboard, because we definitely need that. Definitely gonna add a 4-3 sound. Um, but yeah, you definitely hit the nail on the head, Dyson over Mobley. I definitely am gonna add something like that. Offensive foul. Atlanta is doing an excellent job on defense and getting in position and causing Pascal to just foul him. Yup. Oh yeah. Definitely lower the shoulder level Dyson there. So Pascal's gonna draw a foul, but Rick Carlisle is going. He elects to challenge the call here. But yeah, definitely gonna get a soundboard here shortly. I'm definitely gonna upgrade my setup at some point. So it'll definitely be soon. Might be after All Star break or something. But we'll definitely get those ready for these the big Hawk moments. So we'll definitely get that 4-3. Um, I used to go to games when Ryan Cameron was the courtside announcer. So I usually try to pick up his phrases. So I might just do that with that soundboard. Just do like the inspected, rejected, the you can't do that. There's too many steps. Oh yeah, I can just install one. I can't lie to you though. My computer is going through it right now. Um, so sharing this browser scene, I've been thinking of doing my own browser scene, or not my browser, but like display of the game, because ESPN kind of works. Y'all see the score live, but I mean, I feel like I could do the scoreboard some type of way. So I'm trying to look for ways I can do the scoreboard and not have a browser scene, so my stream isn't laggy. So I've been trying to find ways to kind of lower the processing on my computer for the time being. Um, that's kind of the it's kind of the disappointing things with Apple products. They only have a certain amount of like their lifeline is so what 7 years. Then they just forget the product ever existed. So I will be able to do some with that MacBook. So I might look into building my own CPU or something because I need something to work and just use that as like a desktop monitor. So hopefully this hopefully this call is overturned. So Dyson is ruled for a blocking foul instead. So he picks up his first foul. So yeah, as the broadcast mentions, Atlanta's done a great job at just sending the house at Pascal as Dyson picks up another foul before the ball is inbounded. It's gonna be a way from the ball foul. Crazy. So they're looking at this foul to rule it away from the play or not. So refs helping Indiana out right now. So it's 48-41 as Mathurin goes to the line. Ball don't lie though. The ball does not lie though. So Atlanta, both teams perfect from the line until that. Oh, it's 42-48. It definitely says Mathurin missed those free throws. That's why I can't trust that. Oh, he missed a shot. That's why. So Indiana gets the board and they get the bucket, huh? So that's a 4-point swing. It's 48-45 as Atlanta is coming back on offense. Dyson gets the push shot, cannot get it to fall as J Huff corrals the miss. Atlanta's up by 3, 48-45. As J Huff tries to get it to Pascal, but that pass was a little too had too much firepower on it. So 48-45, another turnover for Indiana. That's 7 turnovers in total. As Atlanta has turned the ball over twice, they've doubled their turnover total, or excuse me, their turnovers in general. This second quarter compared to the first. Jalen attacks. His attempt is stuffed. It's a good drive though. It's 48-45. Matherin attacks and another Dyson Daniels foul, and that one is gonna count. So Matherin gets the bucket as they are on an 8-0 run to cut the lead to 1. That's just a weak call, bro. I mean, I guess, but whatever. So Dyson picks up another. foul. That gives him 3 fouls. Mm-mm-mm. As Matherin knocks down that free throw and ties it up. So a questionable sequence right there as Dyson picks up 3 fouls pretty quickly as Luke Kennard attacks with the swiftness and gives Atlanta that 2-point lead back. So hopefully Atlanta can get something going. Defense is going to be looking to. Come on. There we go. Coloco's defense there causes Coloco to try to adjust. He overcompensates. Jalen for 3. As he's kind of grimacing. It's kind of unfortunate. So J Huff was left wide open. Jalen's floater can't go. It's a little too strong. So Atlanta's still holding on to a 2-point lead, even after that J Huff triple. There you go. Nembhard finds J Huff, and that's going to lead to an Atlanta timeout to tie the game at 53. Kind of wish Quinn let that go. At least let Atlanta get that lead back. But so we'll see how Atlanta responds after timeout as Coloco and Nikhil kind of have a miscommunication on that pick and roll defense, but it's all right. We ain't mad at it. We are not mad at it. It's 53-53. So Jalen kind of grimacing that that calf seems to be bugging Jalen, or it might be an ankle. Don't know what he's dealing with there. He's kind of trying to stay warm there. 53 apiece. I'm a little worried, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little worried. Jalen's kind of grimacing. He's 5 of 11 right now. 13 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Nikhil doing well, 4 points. Corey Kispert having a good game so far. 9 points, 3 or 4 from the field. Coloco hasn't had the greatest performances recently, but let's see if he can turn it around. He was definitely involved the very first games he was able to play. In the Memphis game, he kind of was forced to contribute as Atlanta continued to look for him. But it's not as much. He's not really doing anything. But Atlanta doesn't really seem to be looking for him too much. So we'll see if that kind of changes. If he can make himself available in the offense. As Nikhil attacks, picks up his dribble, finds Jalen attacking now, and Jalen gets it up, can't get it to fall. So great stuff there. Already cashed 130 off above 234. So Giovanni trying to cash in again. Hey, you came in though. You came through, I should say. You came through. Got that. What was it? The under last game as Jalen misses that free throw. Breaks Atlanta's perfect streak at the line. So it's 53-53. Let's see if Jalen can give Atlanta at least a 1-point lead. So 234. Excuse me. Can't talk today, man. I don't know what it is. So that 234, hopefully get that. So Jalen knocks down that free throw. Jarris Walker drives. Why am I getting notifications that the Pacers took the lead, bro? I don't care. Coloco comes up short, unfortunately. That's the shot he needs to make, filling in for Onyeka. We haven't seen Mo Gay in a minute. Coloco hit the floor there, unfortunately. It's trying to close out. Hey, you already know. Yeah, I feel you. Sometimes Quinn isn't as Jalen gets that one up. Can't get it to go though. But Giovanni, you already know who I'm rolling with. I'm rolling with Atlanta. I always got the Hawks, man. No matter what. Good stuff as Koloko can composes himself and finds Nikhil, but Nikhil cannot knock down that triple. So Atlanta's offense kind of calming down here. As Furphy drives, he kicks to J Huff. J Huff gonna line it up, and it's a little too strong. As Jalen comes away with that board. It's 54-58. Hopefully Atlanta can kind of get their offense back sparked up. Jalen finds Luke. Luke squares his feet, gets the triple to go. No problem. 7 points from Luke Kennard. First triple for Luke as Nikhil locks down Nimhard right there. Nimhard thought he had a little quick drop to go, but no, sir. It's Nikhil locking that up. 57-58. That's his Canadian teammate, too, so kind of knows his game, I'm sure. But Dyson, you think Quinn's tenure is done in Atlanta? I don't know. I'd like to see Quinn finish the year out at least. And see what his vision can look like. Wow. So Neesmith gets the Neesmith draws the foul. Nikhil Alexander Walker is the one who committed it for Atlanta. So, but yeah, I think some Hawks fans would kind of hold that thought as well. Dyson over Mobley, that Quinn's tenure has kind of been run in Atlanta. But hey, I can't lie. I'm not mad at it. I'm definitely not mad at Quinn sticking around. As I don't want to say he built his team, but he probably did have a lot of say in what this team wants to look like. So I definitely trust Quinn, because if he did have a say, um, him buying into Jalen, um, hopefully he allows Zach to flourish. Because one thing as Luke Kennard is saving Atlanta right now is he gets another bucket to go as he has 9 points. Um, we gotta remember Riche is 20 years old, but he's or 21. He's barely older than some of the draft picks that got drafted this year. So he's younger than some as well. Jalen attacks and gets it to go as Johnny Furphy cannot guard him. Facts, yeah. I feel you. Ain't no problem with that. J Huff and Nikhil are diving out on the floor for it as Jalen brings it up for Atlanta. There we go. As Mo smartly just goes up with it as Nimhard just had nothing to do with him and needed to foul him. There you go. Moge strips it from J Huff. An excellent effort from Nikhil to dive on the floor, find Jalen. Jalen almost pulled that, but found Mo for the dump off. So we'll see if Mo can go to the line and give us some points here. 61-60, 4:15 left. I can't lie, Giovanni. Moge misses that first free throw. Atlanta now shooting 80% from the free throw line. If Atlanta loses, I'm glad you get your money. That's what I'll say. Because I don't hope Atlanta loses. But if they do, you get your money, and I'll be all right because somebody won tonight. Um, but hopefully it's at least a good game. Hopefully at least it's a good game. And Moge misses both of those, but maybe we'll have a free throw line violation. Wow. Wow. So Nikhil Alexander Walker gets called for a foul. Wow. Hey, happy birthday, my boy. Happy birthday. Um, Ooh, I thought Bob Rathman said team foul number 5. I thought he was about to say fat 5 on the kill. I was about to say, God damn. So Indiana's still perfect from the line, but it's a ridiculous foul call. But yeah, it wouldn't be a bad thing to put a little money on both teams. Definitely going over that 245 though. I'll let you know that we are halfway there. Thankfully, CJ don't turn it over. He kind of corral that. Jalen gets into the body of Pascal, and Pascal can't do nothing about it. It's 63-62. Jalen, 18 points in this first half. That's a travel. A line drive triple from Naismith goes at 65-63. Indiana takes a 2-point lead. Jalen's excellent find. Moge spins right into Pascal. Oh, brother, man. Got to use that athleticism to dunk on you. Wow, Pascal gets away with the push off right there. Daniel Simon, what's happening? I'm glad you can find love for the Indiana Pacers. I'm not really a big fan of them, and not just because they are playing the Hawks tonight. I really don't like the Pacers. I just don't like the Pacers. I don't like Pascal Siakam. I'm sure if Pascal played for the Hawks, I'm sure I would like Pascal, but I don't like Pascal. I don't like Halliburton. I don't like Naismith. I don't like Nembhard. Mo Gay's offense is just questionable, man. I would just wish he was a little bit more comfortable around the bucket. And Jalen Johnson for three. Jalen Johnson has 21. 21. He's perfect from the 3-point land, which is a great sign as Nembhard tries to attack CJ. CJ playing great defense, but that's just too easy right there. Somebody got to go help the boy as CJ's struggling on defense. So Jalen has the mismatch against Nembhard. The, there we go. Jalen misses a shot. Jalen misses a shot, corrals it, and finds Mo for the dump off, and Mo gets the bucket. Let's go. Oh, and it's an and one. Giovanni. Yes, blessings, blessings. But yeah, happy birthday, man, for sure. Hopefully you have a great weekend. I definitely I got a January birthday too, so shout out to you, twin. There we go, Mo. Knocks down that free throw. Moge has 11 points, 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Like I said, I don't have no problem with Mo. I just want to see him polish up his offensive game. So when he gets around the rim, I want to see him be smooth, composed. Oh, Naismith, that's too much time. Damn. So miscommunication, excuse me, there for Atlanta. Atlanta's kind of got their hands tied at the moment. It's 71-74. That Dyson has 3 personal fouls. So yeah, the fact that Nikhil can't get a foul is crazy. Thank you. Yeah, these refs are just questionable to say the least. Um, the amount of contact they're allowing, and then the fouls that they do call, is just questionable. It's just questionable. It's not consistent. I can't lie, man. CJ gets fried on defense. Like I don't know what it is. Andrew Nemhard with 20 points. He gonna pull from 30 feet right over CJ McCollum, isn't he? So Atlanta's defense has cooled down. 76, 77-71. They trail by 6. Step back for Nimhard. Bucket. CJ McCollum, dog. Look, bro, I get it. He a vet. I respect the OG. But dog, he's getting fried by everybody who matches up with him on defense. Like it's just it don't balance out for me to be honest. I'm gonna be real with you. CJ's shot quality and just his defensive abilities, it just don't match up. I mean, you see that effort right down that layup. Like he can get to the bucket effortlessly, but like on defense, it's like what stops you from playing that with that aggression there? As Jalen just picks off the passing lane. It has Nikhil trailing. Nikhil brings it. He's trying to find something. As finds Jalen. As Jalen gets his strip, Pascal plays great defense there. Hey man, that's crazy. So halftime is gonna go 73-80. Yeah, man, I can't lie to you, bro. I can't lie to you. Zach and Dyson not closing out halftime kind of makes just puts my stomach. It makes my stomach. I can't even fucking talk. God damn. Makes my stomach turn, my nigga. God damn. Shit is fucking. Here we go again, y'all. Here we go again. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? Jalen is 8 of 18. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Sometimes I just don't understand this Hawks team. It's not the players per se either, but this is crazy, man. Down by 7 to Indiana. Yeah, man. I don't even want to see those. I don't even want to see the Hawks tweet about them. I don't even want to tweet. I don't even want to see the Hawks tweet about CJ McCollum right now. Dog, that's crazy work, bro. Like, what is going on, bro? Daniel Simon says, I want Indiana to win. I love Indiana and high again. What's up? But I hope Indiana does not win. I don't love Indiana. I, in fact, would use the strong word that others would say um, reflects strong dislike. I hate the Pacers. So at least, so I mean, CJ is 3 of 6, and people gonna be like, "Oh, he only shooting 50%." Dog, his shot selection is terrible, like flat out. I think about 3 of his shots have been good, and those are the 3 of his he's made. He just gotta know his role, man. He gotta know his role. Like, bruh, oh man, yeah, it's about to happen again. CJ's getting more minutes than Ricochet. That will irk my soul. On God, that's gonna irk my soul. Like I don't know how. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to let like, bro. I'm not gonna be able to rock with that one, bro. Veet was all right because he was contributing. He was shooting 70% from the field, something crazy like that. So Veet, I could have understood why Veet was getting more minutes. But dog, if CJ McCollum starts getting more minutes than Zachary Ricochet, I might be, I might be with Dyson over Mobley. It might be time for Quinn to hit the road, Jack. Cause that's just ridiculous at this point, man. Come on, what are we doing? Zach 2 or 3 from the field, perfect from three, playing good defense. I understand why Dyson need to get the close out the first half, but still, man, what's going on, man? What's going on? It seems like Atlanta don't put their best players out there in the namesake of trying to win, but it doesn't make sense if you don't have your best guys out there. Jalen Johnson might have a triple double though. So, all right, y'all. We are at the halftime break, so I'm gonna use this time to use the restroom real quick. I will be right back and continue to go over the stats and kind of rant over um, all the negative stuff and forget about all the positive stuff for now. I'm joking, but I'll be right back, y'all. Let me use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right, we back, y'all. But first half started off strong. Second quarter didn't go Atlanta's way though. So we'll see if that can change. Atlanta got outscored by 11, 34-45 in that second quarter. So defense kind of fell apart there. Don't know quite where it went wrong. Um, but Nemhard going crazy for the Pacers as well. 21 points, tied with Jalen for the lead scoring wise this game. But hopefully Jalen doesn't have to do everything for Atlanta. Hopefully somebody can step up for the Hawks and make it easier for Jalen. Jalen has 21, 6, and 7. So hopefully Jalen doesn't have to, like I said, do everything. Hopefully Zach gets on PT, bro. I know he's gonna be on a minutes restriction. I know. Excuse me, but I think we're all chomping at the bit for Zach to have a good rest of the year. He got left off the Rising Stars roster, so not a big deal. Like I said, let him get some rest. Let him get some rest and all that. 1 second, y'all. Oh, that was bugging me, but we'll see. We'll see. The starters should be Dyson, Nikhil, Zach, Jalen, and Moge. They didn't close out the first half, which is a little interesting. Um, not having the starters out there, but we'll see how it goes to close out this game. Got to take it quarter by quarter, man. Quarter by quarter. Hawks were up by 4, and now the lead has switched by 7. As Atlanta is outscored by a total of 11 points there in the second quarter. So hopefully defense turns around. Hopefully they can get a bucket or two, and then so starters back in for Atlanta. As Dyson is playing with 3 fouls, so we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully he doesn't pick up any bogus ones. Refs have been kind of finicky this game, to say the least. They have not been consistent. Um, the amount of contact that's allowed for either team, and then what's called for, I would say, more so the Pacers. Pascal's getting calls. We'll see. We'll see though. So Pacers ball. Check my battery real quick. There we go, Mo. So Atlanta gets a steal. Nikhil attacks. Cannot get that to roll in. Wow. So Moge gets leveled. It's gonna be hopefully my phone can last. So another turnover for Indiana. That's gonna be Atlanta basketball. So Dyson brings it up for the Hawks. Finds Jalen. Indiana trying to disrupt that. Nikhil can't get that three to go. Ricochet can't affect that. Furphy loses the ball. He tried to gather it while he was still on the rim. That's a violation. There we go. Dyson finds Jalen on the wing. Jalen attacking Furphy. Jalen finds Mo, and that is a foul on Nemhard. 1 second, I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. All right, let's go, Mo. Knock these free throws down, my boy. 74-80. He knocks down that free throw. 75-80. 5 points. Not bad, not bad. As Nimhard attacks, Nikhil is now on Nimhard as Furphy try to get that. As Mo Gay, excellent little dump in right there. It's a 3-point lead for Indiana. Man, I hope I'm not getting sick again, bro. I just got over it. As Nimhard tries to get it up over Riche, he can't get it to go. That's Jalen Johnson's board. Jalen brings it up for Atlanta. Riche sets a little ghost screen. Jalen does a great job at getting the shot up. Can't get it to fall, though. But good deceleration move. Pascal against Riche. Now Riche standing straight up. And Pascal somehow gets that circuit shot to go. So that lead is increased to 5. Hopefully Atlanta can get a bucket here. Nikhil is freed up off that Riche screen. Nikhil attacks aggressively, cannot get a foul called on Naismith. Nesmith attacks wide open paint as Atlanta's defense was a little wide open there. Nikhil, oh man, had a great drive, just can't finish it off. That's tough. Atlanta misses right there, unfortunately. He can make up for it right here. Sidestep triple. 4-3. So he makes up for it, 86-80. Might need to blow my nose again. Goddamn. So Dyson recovers nicely. Pascal gets to his shot though. Just uses the body nicely to separate contact and get the bucket. Jalen lost the handle on that pass. Nimhard brings it up. Furphy gives it back out. It's good defense there by the Hawks. It's Walker. Unfortunately gets the board. There we go. So Atlanta catches a break there. As Furphy can't get that triple to go. Jalen lines up the 3. That's in and out. Riche's chance, that's long as well. So Atlanta gets 2 chances. They cannot get it to go. Moge trying to create something there. Jalen stands up. Nesmith. So Atlanta's now down by 8. They are trailing with 7:40, about 7:40 to go. Excuse me. Thank you. That's Pascal Siakam caught Nikhil Alexander with a little chicken wing there. You're at 7.5 to go. Jalen drives and powers through Furphy like he's not even there. Jalen Johnson and 1, 82-88 as Jalen finds himself going back to the free throw line. As Jalen now has, what is that? That's 23 points for Jalen. Jalen, like I said, just going to the rack and like Furphy ain't even there. There we go. And creates the contact, draws the foul. There we go. As Jalen knocks down, Jalen knocks down his 24th point. There you go. There we go, Nikhil. As Nimhard's sidestep cannot get that triple to go. Dyson corrals the board, brings it up for the Hawks. Oh, Mogay can't get that free throw, or not free throw, but that layup to go. But Mogay pins that shit. Says, get that shot out of here. Come on, Risha 4-3. Mogay's emphatic block leads to a Risha triple. So offense comes from the defense. Whew. You beat that shit. Get that shot out of here. As he denies Johnny Furphy. That's exactly why Mogay is in right now. His defense is crazy. Misses the layup, gets back on defense. Watch that shot once again. I had to shut all the doors before my cat started wreaking havoc on the house. But Atlanta, that's what I'm talking about. Shout out to Risha, man. He only had 7 points. I know people will be like, well, he only got 7. But his defense has been impactful. Shooting has been much needed. So hopefully he gets some more looks within the offense. I know right now he's not going to be playing, 30 minutes coming off that bone contusion, but if he can shoot positively, that'll be a confidence booster for Risha, and I think he'll be able to earn some more freedom on the court with his playing time as his role increases. I think offensively, I mean, really on both ends. Um, I think he even got some playing time here at the 4, if I'm not mistaken, tonight. So, but overall, Atlanta's having a decent third quarter. Hopefully, they can keep up the somewhat hot start on offense and kind of keep it together on defense. So, Atlanta is sitting 24 of 26 this season. They're 2 games behind 500. So, Hornets on a come up, man. 22 of 28 as CJ McCollum checks in for the Hawks. CJ Corey first subs in, which is a little usual. Another turnover here for the Indiana Pacers. Another turnover. We love to see it. 88-85 as CJ's operating here against Nimhard. Finds Nikhil. Nikhil attacks J Huff. Says, not today. So Nikhil unfortunately gets that one swatted, and Nimhard goes to work against the mismatch here. Comes up short. Jalen gathers the air ball. Nikhil's midi is money. 87-88. 11 points for Nikhil. 5 of 12 from the field. What I love about Nikhil also, everything Nikhil brings as Naismith gets the bucket to go right over Jalen. He has 18. I like Nikhil because he doesn't lack aggressiveness, and I like to see that. CJ, shout out to Jarris Walker for kind of smoking that layup. Moga's three looked good, just did not fall, unfortunately. So McCollum against Mathurin, thank God. So Moge is guarding Nimhard. Step back for Nimhard, and that's a bucket. So lead is pushed to five, two possession game here. As Moge tried his best there, and Nimhard just went with a step back. It was good. It was not good last time. So Jalen picks up his dribble. Corey Kispert comes to help him out. And that's going to be out of bounds on Naismith. So that's Atlanta basketball. Koloko checks in from Moge. Defense needs to keep it together. Defense needs to be the heart and soul of this comeback. I mean, not even really a comeback, but if they fight to get the lead back, they need to take care of the basketball. But other than that, they need to just play better defense. CJ, his ISO bucket falls, so he is now 4 of 8 from the field. It's good defense by McCollum, standing straight up. Now Jalen has his double double. Kicks to Nikhil in the corner for three. Like I said, Nikhil never lacks aggressiveness. No matter what he's shooting, he's gonna stay aggressive and shoot or shoot, man. You gotta remember that. You gotta have faith in your work. As Jarris Walker knocks down a triple, we'll live with that. As Indiana breaks the tie, it's 95-92. As the third quarter is still about 2.5 minutes to be played, and Jarris Walker picks up a foul, trying to fight over that Koloko screen. So Jalen is one rebound away from a triple double. That's tough, man. That's tough. 24, 9, and 10. Nikhil's triple doesn't go, but he sticks with it. So, excuse me, Jalen has 10 assists, not rebounds. He has 9 rebounds. So, needs one more rebound for that triple double. As that's an empty possession for Atlanta as Indiana comes down with it. Jarris Walker got that? Oh, okay. So it's a 5 point deficit for Atlanta. They just have 5. TJ McConnell finds Mathurin as Mathurin attacks Kispert and he gets it to go. So Atlanta's offense has to respond. Cannot afford an empty possession as CJ McCollum attacks. Finds Jalen. Jalen can attack Ben Shepherd here. Right over Ben Shepherd. Too easy. Gets it to go. Jalen now has 26 points, 10 of 23 from the field. Jarris Walker is having a moment. He is having himself a moment. 94-101 as Indiana takes a 7 point lead. It's kind of unexpected. Jarris Walker going off was not on my radar. So he has 11, 5 of 11 from the field, 10 rebounds for Jarris Walker. So he has a double double as well. But shout out to Jalen, man. He has 26, 9 rebounds, 10 assists. Nikhil has 14, so Nikhil is trying to contribute as well. But somebody else has to contribute. Koloko is yet to score. I don't know if he got a bucket last game. He might have in garbage time, but you want to see Koloko kind of step up. His role isn't necessarily big, but you have to kind of not force your way, but you have to make yourself available. So you want to see Koloko maybe get more aggressive, look for lobs. He needs to contribute if Atlanta wants to win. You can't go scoreless. So, but shout out to Moge. Moge has been contributing quite well. He has been contributing quite well, to be honest. So it's 101 94. Atlanta is still trying to come back. They've tied the game, but that's the best they could do, really. They're kind of swapping the lead by a point or two, but Indiana has done well to respond. Hopefully, Atlanta can respond just as well. So with Atlanta trailing by 7 with 2:16 to go in the third quarter. Third quarter is tied scoring wise. Both teams are at 21, so it kind of explains why Atlanta's comeback effort was kind of nullified, unfortunately. But yeah, the bench is really where it's kind of giving the game up, to be honest. So Dyson and Zach are checking back in for the Hawks, giving Jalen a break. But like I said, the bench has been giving it up for Atlanta. And now I'm not necessarily concerned or I don't necessarily have fear, but Shea is a lack of like, give me the ball. It definitely is gonna raise some eyebrows for me when CJ McCollum is in because with the mentality CJ has of contributing his way, it just might overshadow Zach and some others when these lineups are out there. As CJ he gets to his shot right there. It's 96-101 as he has 10 points. But I would like to see the offense flow through the team more so than just ISO ball as J Huff pumps, gets Zach in the air, Hawks rotate, do a good job at cutting that off as J Huff settles for the triple, and that's a long rebound for CJ McCollum. CJ brings it up for the Hawks. CJ does a good job there, recognizing TJ McConnell had his arms out. Now CJ's going to the line. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Excuse me if my stream is kind of messing up, dropping frames here recently. I knew it. So it's 97-101. Yeah, it's gonna freeze in it. All right, we good, we good, we good, we good. We still live, we still live. So Pascal Siakam checks in for the Pacers. Um, see how Dyson handles that matchup as CJ leaves one at the line. It's 97-101. J Hub fighting against Ricochet. Jump ball. So it doesn't quite equal a pacer rebound, but it's going to be a jump ball between Ben Shepard and either Dyson or Zach. As a scrum is probably going to be Dyson and Ben. There we go. Good stuff. As Dyson wins the tip, CJ McCollum brings it up for Atlanta. It's 97-101. Koloko sets the screen. CJ puts it up. Can't get it to go. That's three straight field goals for CJ McCollum. Two of three, but still. Long rebound, thankfully, goes to Atlanta. Um, but it's just like a black hole, bro. It is just like a black hole. His offense is not that great, bro. Yeah, this is gonna cause problems, dog. CJ hits it. That's a tough shot, but still. Get out of here. It's 101-100. Indiana's gonna get the last shot of the third quarter. Yeah. At least he makes me eat my words, though. Wow. So Matherin gets the and one. Dyson over Mobley is questioning why Dyson only has six. He's contributing though, man. He has 6 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. So not quite. So we're gonna challenge this. Okay, so refs are gonna look at this. Um, Matherin elbow to. So they ruled that the contact is not anything. So that's questionable. We'll see. Um, so Matherin initiates contact against Koloko. Koloko is called for the foul, but like Dyson over Mobley said, why does Dyson only have 6 points? He's done a good job at facilitating. He has 5 assists. So he's not only trying to score, he's trying to get others involved. So great stuff from Dyson. So enter the third quarter is right around the corner. As they are reviewing this, Quinn is challenging a foul called on Koloko to see if we'll have free throws at the end of the third or not. So it will be call stands charged with a timeout. So unfortunate, Koloko is still charged with a foul. So he has two fouls. But third quarter ends in Atlanta's favor, 27 to maybe 23 or 22 or 21. So we'll see what the result is as Ben Matherin is going to go to the line. The clock is going to get reset to 9/10 of a second. It's questionable. Yeah, Bob Rathbun is questioning what Koloko did there to earn that foul. So Matherin probably going to knock down both of them, but hopefully gives us one. So it's 103 to 100. Never mind. So he knocks down both of them. So we'll see. We'll see. That was a weak call for the end of a quarter. So it's 103 to 100. Hawks trail by 3. It's good. Good comeback, though. Can't lie to you. Good stuff. Can't be mad at it. So Dyson's heave is no good. So we are at the end of the third quarter. Hawks down by 3. We're in a good position. Um, can't complain, man. Uh, still, I could go on a rant, but we use this time between third and fourth quarter. Run to the restroom real quick. Been drinking too much water today. I can't really drink too much water, but you know what I'm saying. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Coloco can't get that to go, unfortunately. So blocking foul on Ricochet. So fourth quarter picks up with some action as Atlanta can't get that bucket to go. Coloco fought for the board. So it's 103-100 as Atlanta is trailing by 3. CJ spins, puts it over CJ, and gets it to go. So TJ McCollum gets that bucket to go. Luke Kennard tees it up on from 3. That is short. A rare miss from Luke Kennard. Dyson does a good job at getting into position. He jumps on Pascal. Pascal unfortunately gets the tip out. Ben Shepherd cannot get that 3 to go as Ricochet crowds the board. Miscommunication there with Luke Kennard and Dyson. It's unfortunate. It's 100 and 105. Hawks have 10:54 to get the lead. They still got plenty of time, y'all. They got plenty of time. We not worried about nothing. Hawks just have to turn it around. As long as Dyson grabs the board, finds CJ. CJ attacks. He gets to a shot. That's what you like to see. Um, gets to that midi. CJ, Nikhil, Luke Kennard, all love that little create contact midi push off or step back, I should say. As TJ McCollum rises up and Zach grabs the board for Atlanta and he brings it out for Atlanta on the break. And Siakam somehow gets that to fall. So Ricochet tried to bring it up on the break. Just I don't know how that's not a foul. Christian Coloco has lost his touch in these last couple games. Thank God. Indiana just throws it away. So great stuff. Atlanta got back on defense, which is much needed. Transition defense wasn't Swiss cheese. So turnover total is 16 Indiana to 8. So Atlanta is doubled in turnovers. They just need to convert on these shots. CJ's tough shot does not go, and that's a bummer as Pascal gets it on the break. TJ stops it. Swing, swing. Pascal gets it in the post. Him and Dyson are banging, and Pascal gets the and one opportunity. Yeah, I think Dyson has a case, man. He definitely is swinging that elbow. So Hawks trail by 9. So Ricochet hits the bench for Atlanta, catches a break. Nikhil comes in for Atlanta. CJ hits the bench as well. Excuse me. So Pascal gives us one. He misses that at the line. So Jalen's back in the game for Atlanta. As Jalen finds Luke Kennard, and Luke gets to the line after an aggressive drive. So good stuff from Luke Kennard as he's getting to the free throw line. Usually these are automatic, but you never know. Most assists through 50 games in NBA history. Atlanta's sitting at number 5, 1,539. So Golden State has the lead there. They have. I did not catch the number, so I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. So they have 1,562. So Atlanta is trailing them by what is that? Almost 23. So Atlanta does come in leading the league in assists per game. I believe they have 31 assists per game if that number hasn't dropped a little bit. Good stuff. So it's going to wind up being a missed shot, turnover, whatever they want to rule it for Indiana. As Dyson hits the bench for the Hawks, as Corey Kispert checks in. So hopefully the offense can kind of get a boost with this shooting. It's Corey Kispert, Luke Kennard, Mo Gay, Jalen Johnson, Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there for Atlanta. So hopefully this offense kind of picks up. Defense is going to be held down by really Nickeil, Jalen, and Mo. So we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, Atlanta has another empty possession there. It's kind of shooting them in the foot. They just need to string together some possessions. That's it. Just need to get some stops. And that's a great way to help out as Indiana has 6 seconds on the shot clock to attack, and Nembhard is going downhill. Step back off Moge. That shot is pure, bro. Andrew Nembhard's shot is just water, bro. It's crazy to see. Can't lie. It's not a jump ball? Okay. J Huff does a great job at just cutting Jalen's drive off. Moge does a good job at getting the ball, getting a piece of the ball, and Nickeil Alexander drives and can't get it to go, but gets the foul. Let me check my battery real quick. Shit. Yeah, that junk just died, bro. Damn, my shit just died, bro. That's tragic. We gonna get it back working here. Don't even work. Don't even sweat it, man. But it's 106, 109, 112. It's Nickeil knocks down the triple. Pacers call a timeout, so we get a little time, man. Look how time works. All right, so there we go. Let's get back to it, man. Let's get back to it. Make sure my Wi-Fi is off. That's not what I want. Gotta turn that off. Jalen triple double. That's what I'm talking about. So Jalen now has 8 triple doubles for this season, which is a great stat. The leader for franchise triple doubles. I'm not quite sure if it was in the season or not, but Mookie Blaylock has 7 triple doubles. I don't know if that was total in his career as a Hawk or what. But Jalen has the record now, and he has 8 in 1 year. So Jalen now has 26, 10, and 10. Nickeil has 19 points. So like I said, offense definitely got a little boost right here with this lineup that's in Luke Kennard, Corey Kispert, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Jalen, and Moge. Great stuff as it's a 3-point game. And Atlanta just needs to string together stops and then smart shots. Hopefully, with the stops, that will result in steals, blocks, missed shots. You don't want Atlanta to go bucket for bucket with Indiana, and not until they have a lead. That's really when you can afford that. So So it's 109, 112. I'm not sure if the ESPN is catching up. So I'm gonna adjust that real quick. So excuse that for disappearing. But we'll be right back with it. Bucket, bucket, bucket. So they are showing Jalen Johnson's highlights on the broadcast as Jalen's having a great game. Triple double is 1-9-12. Both teams tied at 9 in the fourth quarter. Atlanta did come out on top in the third quarter, 27-23. So they cut into the Indiana lead, and now it's sitting at 3. So Indiana's coming off a timeout. And Nembhard is their go-to guy. Pascal isn't having the greatest game. As Nembhard gets the dump off and nothing comes of it, as Pascal is out for Indiana right now. So it's all Nembhard. So Atlanta just has to put their focus on Nembhard as he gets the 3 up. Jalen gets the board as Corey Kispert played really good defense, just stood straight up. So Atlanta just has to get a bucket, man. They don't have to get a 3. It's not desperation time. As Corey Kispert gets it up, it all great stuff. Excuse my street dropping Franks. I know. I hope that's the only thing dropped in that Franks. That's the only thing. I don't want to say the game. It's been a pretty good effort so far. Indiana fumbles it. Ben Say knocks down the triple lead at 4. So he has his 8th point. At it. He probably not going too consistent on that one. As Jalen a little too strong on that. He cannot get that one opportunity, but it's going to be 2 free throws. Jalen J. Huff commits the foul. As Jalen is going to, he has 27 rebounds, 10 assists. 8th triple double, like I said, this season. Jalen shooting 1 and misses 1. As Dyson enters the game for Atlanta, for Luke, last 5 minutes. Hopefully, Zach is able to close out the game. Definitely want to see as Jalen knocks that second up 2. So he's went on. Atlanta is now 3 points behind him. So I should definitely use this moment to take it up Skylar's minutes. That's going to be Atlanta basketball. Kellen Walker causing heavy out there. Deflection, and that goes right off Nembhard's knee. Just staying active, man. Just staying active and aggressive. That's what you like to see. So Dyson operating for Atlanta. He's driving aggressively. Yeah, J. Huff on his back there. Atlanta has 8 seconds to operate. Good stuff. Dyson, perfect. Gets that runner to go smoothly. It is now 114 to 1. Atlanta is now only down by 1. If they can get a stop here, they are in a good spot. There's 5 minutes to go. It's 8 points from Dyson. Atlanta on the 3 when Pascal's now in. Dyson got a match. Got to the spot. Great. Pascal fake. Cannot get it. And Jalen tips it. Dyson recovers it. Jalen now is attacking. Gets it over. Pascal cannot get that to go. So 114, 115. Atlanta is waiting to turn that corner. And Nembhard attacks. Can't get that to go. He finds Pascal on the wing. Jalen is guarding Pascal. So we'll see Jalen step up on defense here. There we go. Mogley, great deflection. Indiana only has 4 seconds. Nembhard going downhill. He steps to the side. Cannot get that to go. J. Huff. Great effort. Great effort. I thought that, hey, man, that Nembhard miracle shot did not go. So that prayer from Nembhard wasn't quite answered, thankfully. It was a little, I definitely had to hold my breath there. So inbound for Indiana as they got the tip to go off Nikhil. Naismith, bucket, timeout. Whew. Thankfully, I thought it was going to be an and one opportunity, but timeout. So Atlanta is now only trailing by 4. It's 118, 114. Atlanta needs to string together stops. That's really the main thing. That's really the only thing. If they can get some stops, then they really won't have to worry about anything. Offense really going to come easy to Atlanta. They'll get the shot. They'll just have to knock it down. Which, as time winds down, you really want them to at least tie it up as it gets closer to the end of the game. Kind of cut that room for error down. You don't really have to be perfect closing this game out. So, Atlanta is trailing by 4. So, we'll see if they can close this game out strong. They are doing well. They're trailing this quarter by 1 point, 15-14. So Loki don't even want to look at the free throw numbers. So Atlanta's 18 of 23 at the line. So I mean, y'all are smart. They go they go 21 of 23. It's a whole different game. They go 22 of 23. So it's a totally different game. So free throw free throw line struggles plague us again. You'd like to see Atlanta be a little more consistent at the line, especially a game where they are kind of getting the calls a little. I would say it's not necessarily going in Indiana's favor per se, but or Atlanta's way, because I think Indiana is getting a fair share of their calls as well. So Atlanta has to take advantage. So everybody is kind of pointing out that Jalen isn't having the best game on defense, but his stat line is crazy: 27, 12, and 10. Um, can't really. I mean, I understand that you want him to play at a high level at everywhere. I don't know. Sometimes I think that he is kind of missing Capella and that backline defender. Sometimes to kind of keep his have his back out there, but we'll see. We'll see if Mo can step up. Onyeka's done a great job this year. Atlanta's definitely missing Onyeka this game. So Atlanta is down by 4. This is an easy turnaround. It's a quick swing. We'll see T3. We'll see if Jalen is named an All Star. So my biggest fear has come to life. CJ McCollum is closing the games out over Reese Shea. Jalen Johnson and one. So as T3 asks if Jalen will be an All Star, he definitely spoke for himself there. I'll let Jalen speak. I'll let Uno speak as he gets the bucket. That's a big bucket. As Jalen gets that and one opportunity, as Nembhard just too little. He's just too little. Knocks down the free throw. It's 30 points. CJ McDonald's. He definitely playing like he is CJ McDonald's. What's happening? What's happening, nephew? What's happening, nephew? What's happening, bro? Andrew Nembhard struggles to find J Huff. And one is crazy. So J Huff just fighting through contact right there as Nembhard found him. Yeah, Moge definitely has to step. Moge J knocks down the free throw. 117, 112. That was a little swing for end there. Can't respond. No. Cannot get that one to go though. No call either. So Nembhard tried his best to play good defense there on Jalen. Jalen can't get the call. Nikhil Alexander Walker. Just too clean, bro. Nikhil gets the steal. He's got free throws coming on the way as Andrew Nembhard fouls him. Down the free throw. It's one team win. Still a game, folks. It's still a ball game, folks. Great defense, man. Nikhil definitely showcasing what he brings to the team. He leaves that though short. That free throws. Nikhil usually around 9% free throw, or at least 80, 80, 90, 80. Smoke is switched on them hard. Them finds Naismith in the corner, bumps Jalen, gets that bucket. So Atlanta down by 5. Just got to get a bucket, then a stop. That's all they got to do. CJ McDonald back at it again. So as room fair has shrunk. Trinity still operates for Atlanta. Has got on the move. Finds Moulton. Clock that for the Hawks. It's triple, nothing but 121, 125, 148. Atlanta saved by that prayer from Jalen Johnson. Jalen has 33 points, 3 of 6 from 3. See if Nikhil can step up on defense. He's guarding Ryan Nembhard. They get a switch. Mogay on Nembhard now. Naismith drives. Charge. That foul was offensive as Jalen did a great job at setting his feet. Staying out the strict area. 21-21. He noticed Naismith was driving with his head down, and Jalen Johnson just plants his feet. Does a great job. Great job. Shout out to Jalen, man. Can't really say much after that. That big three, he finds Nikhil. Only can't get it to go. Nikhil three good. Atlanta kind of in desperation mode now. They got 73 seconds to go. Indiana is going to probably trip most of the shot clock out now for their possession. So switch Gay now. Guarding Nembhard on the wing. He gets Nembhard up. Give it up. Come on. Gotta be smart, man. 50 seconds to go. Jalen Johnson now is in possession of the ball. Timeout Atlanta. .7. Great play by Dyson to jump on top of that loose ball. Atlanta having good awareness to call a timeout. So Atlanta's down by 4. This game isn't over with. It's 121, 125. Jalen has a great case to add to his all-star plea. I don't know what else to call it. The word is blanking on me. But Indiana playing well this game. This quarter is coming down to the final seconds. Atlanta has been outscored by 1 point, 21-22 this quarter. Nembhard, though, only 5 points the second half. He did have a great first half. He had 21 in that first half, but kind of has cooled off. Pascal has kind of picked up the slack, but not too much. He has 23 points. Naismith has really been the surprise guy for Indiana to step up. Him and Jay Huff really been Matherin as well, but not as much. But Naismith has really saved them, too. He has 8 of 10 from the field, so really efficient game from Naismith. Jalen, though, 33 points, 12 rebounds, and 10 assists as Andrew Nembhard almost has a triple-double himself. So Atlanta has the ball coming out of this timeout. Let's see if they can get a bucket. It's 121, 125 as the game clock is at 41. Shot clock is at 13. It is going to be an interesting end of the game as Atlanta looks like they're not got 2. So we'll see how this play goes as CJ got the bucket. That's good. So CJ gets the bucket for Atlanta. Andrew Nembhard. Game. Yeah, Atlanta just get a shot. It's tough. Pascal just makes a big bucket. 17 seconds for the Hawks to make something happen. They get a quick bucket. So following him hard, 2 free throws for Indiana. It's going to be 6 for Nembhard. He is out. Perfect. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday. Got over it, man. I can't be mad at it. So, Kill will miss the one. We'll see. It's never too late for a miracle. It's never too late for a miracle. It's 123, 127. The Kill knocks down the second one. So, rattles around the whole rim. So, timeout Indiana. They are up by 3. It could be a whole different game for Atlanta. Man, it's not really at 21-28. So, they're 75% from the free throw line. Still. You knock down 4 more free throws, bro. It's your game, man. It's your game. So Atlanta just has to execute in the small areas. Even though they've caused 21 turnovers and they're still down by 3. So Atlanta not having their usual game from 3. They haven't really got a lot of threes up. They are sitting at a 27 in total. Pretty decent percent, 40%. So, I mean, they're shooting at a good rate, but just not enough. It's not enough, as Kendrick would say. They have 7 more shooting possessions than Indiana, but they are shooting 47% compared to Indiana's 53%. So Indiana's taking advantage of their opportunities as much as Atlanta taking them. They just are coming through with buckets. So it's been evident as they are down by 3, but probably have had the better game. So 7 seconds, see if Atlanta can get a turnover. Miracle. Let's hope miracle, man. Let's hope for a miracle. So 124, 127, 7 seconds. Indiana's 1 timeout. Atlanta has 1 timeout. Atlanta cannot afford Indiana to score. Timeout. So Indiana another timeout as Atlanta's defense is. Hey man, it's the NBA, man. Anything can happen, bro. You can't expect dubs, bro. You can't expect dubs. Even though Pacers aren't necessarily competitive, they gonna come out and compete every night. It's not like they're necessarily trash. We kind of understand why they kind of not having a year, no Halliburton. But sometimes you're gonna have a good game, and sometimes they gonna pop. Sometimes they gonna pop. So it's 127, 124. Atlanta's down 7.4. Looks like Ben Mathurin came up a little hobbled there. He's grabbing his shoulder, so it probably won't affect too much. So we'll see. It's never too late for a miracle. It's never too late. Atlanta caused a stop. Nobody could get open. So we'll see if they can get a repeat of that. Get a 5 seconds. Maybe somebody will slip up, call a timeout that they don't have. Another turnover has been a theme of the night for Indiana. They've turned the ball crazy. 21 turnovers, and they're still up by 3. So Atlanta just not being able to execute their game. They're playing their game. They got 11 steals. They've caused havoc. They just really haven't been able to turn those steals into. So man, we got 7.4. TJ McCollum is about to inbound the game. Inbound it. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Let's gather the troops. Let's gather the troops. How you travel on the inbound? That's crazy work. A travel on the inbound is crazy. Maybe the basketball gods are shining upon us. Oh yeah, he traveled. He traveled. He picked up both feet, man. You can do it to travel on the inbound. Ooh. Okay, I'm reloaded. Fuck, I looked at the ESPN card. God damn it. Maybe it's. All right, 127, 124. It's a timeout. It's 6 seconds. All right, hold on. Let's see where. Hold on. Miscommunication. Miscommunication. Oh man, Nikhil Curl, Jalen Lee was gonna come out. Tough scene when team for the Hawks, man. They chance this one. So Jalen's great game. Like might not be over with, but it's 5-7 shootout. So after he's going to the line, put his game. Whew. Yeah, that's game. Unfortunately, far. So he's no did it after this, so it doesn't be. I really want believe either later Tuesday Heat, later road trip, and then be back to take on the Jazz. So Southeastern Conference matchup as they take on the Heat in the next game. So also the 120-49. Hey man, it is what it is. So hard fought game. Jalen went off. He had a great game. 3 points, 12 rounds. So he only added his dependency. All-stars are named tomorrow. See how it goes, but I'm not pissed about the All-Star game. Tough game here for Atlanta as they fall 24 of 27 on season. So that 500 mark is from Atlanta. Koloko telling Pascal he getting away with a but tough night for us as they fall to a struggling Indiana team. Indiana just had a good game. Atlanta just couldn't really execute in the areas they were supposed to either. I don't want to rant about Ricochet not getting too many minutes. It is his first game back, so I'll wait for that. But hopefully Ricochet can crack the rotation later in the game. So hopefully Quinn can kind of quit shooting stuff in the foot. So Atlanta falls to the Pacers. Appreciate everybody that fell through Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. Yeah, 127, 124. That is 129. So and hit the game, put the game away. So it's 1-124. That is final for this game. So yeah, that will do it for the Open Gym and the Atlanta Hawks watch along. But frames are dropping, so it stops. Since we good on that, just gonna go ahead and pause it for the meantime. Go ahead and just hide that. But yeah, man, appreciate everybody that pulled up. Like I said, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, appreciate that. We just hit 300. We're at 306 subscribers on YouTube, so I appreciate everybody who has subscribed so far. Tell a friend to tap in, watch some Hawks games, watch some 2K gaming, catch us live in Open Gym. But I appreciate everybody who has subscribed so far, not only on YouTube, but everybody who's followed on Twitch, everybody who follows on Twitter. I really appreciate y'all. But we'll be back probably tonight, maybe, if not tomorrow. Playing some 2K, but Hawks are back, I believe. About the post, my Wi-Fi is trash. But yeah, man, I'll see y'all either tonight or tomorrow. But we'll be live soon. But I appreciate everybody. J Rose, appreciate you tapping in. T3, Paulie, appreciate you tapping in. Devontae, congratulations on hitting another one. Hit that over, and you hit the money line phaser. So, guys, happy birthday.